Hey y'all, I wanted to give you a tutorial on how to make this Peekaboo pocket that I have in my Hocus Pocus Halloween mini. Had a lot of requests for this, so I thought I would share. And I can't take the credit for creating this. I actually bought a template 4 or 5 years ago, I think it was, and didn't save the package. I can't remember who it's from, but I'm pretty sure I ordered it from a catalog. I've done some searching and I can't find it, so I'll just show you how to make your own. And what I actually bought this for originally was to use as a gift card, decorative gift card holder. So you can use it for that too, just as an idea. But I had made my own template and have the measurements here, but I figured the easiest thing to do would be to actually draw it out for y'all and let you follow along. That way you can pause the video to get measurements or to double check on something that I'm doing. And what I did, you'll need a 12 by 12 sheet of paper because you're going to need to cut it to 8 3/4 wide by, I think it's 11 1/4. Let's see. Yeah, 11 1/4 long. So then what you do is just take your ruler and you measure 2 3/16 from the left. And I know these are some bizarre measurements, but it works. So, and you can adjust. I mean, once you've made your first one, you'll see how easy it is to adjust it to make it different sizes. And what I've drawn the pencil lines with the measurements, and I'm just going to go over it with a marker to make it a little more visible for y'all. And then that way you can see how to go along like I'm doing. I'm a visual learner, so I do a lot better if I actually watch somebody do something. And then, and we're going to measure from the left edge. You measure over, oh, I'm sorry, measure from the right edge. This is the way I did it. 2 3/16 from the right edge. And there we go. Then I just turn it and measure down 2 3/4 from your left edge. And draw your line. Then measure another 6 3/4. 6 3/4 from your left edge. And draw another line. I'm making this clear as mud, aren't I, y'all? Then you measure 9 3/16 from the left edge. And draw another line. And then when you turn it right side up again, all I did down here in this little bottom square, these are just your little flaps for the pocket. So, you know, if you want to make them a little bit wider, you can. I just made them about 1/4 inch. So this is what it looks like, your grid. So you can see it. And then you just take your scissors. And I'll show you how you just, and you can use your paper cutter. That's what I actually did on my original template, just because, you know, you get straighter lines. So this is probably going to be a little bit crooked, but you'll get the idea. Then you remove this portion. As well. Do the same on this side. Remove that first little square. And remove the second square. Get this out of the way. So then we have this. And then the next thing we do is go up to the top and cut out the top corner squares. Because you're not going to need those either. And you'll see in just a moment how this is coming together, if you can't already tell with me turning the paper every which way. Okay. Trim off a little bit more. Like I said, I'm just using scissors and I'm trying to be quick for sake of time. But you'll get the idea. So here is the finished template. And what you would do is score along all these lines, because all these lines left are going to be fold lines. So what I'm going to do is just fold the opposite way, since I'm not going to take the time to score. Bring that one up. And I really used some crappy cardstock on this just because it's the kind that cracks, you know, when you fold it if you don't score it, but it's just for sake of demonstration, so. Okay. Now, you have, this is your bottom flap, like this right here. And all I did was, I think I laid a cup or candle or something on top of that to make the little indentation. But you can also take a circle punch or like this tag punch and cut out your little indentation. That's just fine. And as far as the top goes, I took a saucer and made my curved edge. But you can just take, I'll use a corner rounder. You can use just a corner rounder. You can leave it straight if you want to. I mean, you don't have to do anything but what you want to do with it. You can use an edge punch, you know, scalloped edge punch or another edge punch to give it a decorative edge if you want to. And then to assemble, you just fold your little flaps in, and you would put adhesive on this side of the flaps, because then you're going to fold this up, and that makes your little pocket to put your little gift card or whatever you want to in there. And oops, fold your barn doors in. Oh, and something I did too that seemed to help is on your barn doors, if you'll taper them just a little bit, and I just eyeball it, it seems to help with the closing of your flaps. And it just looks a little bit nicer. So like I just taper it a little bit. And then you just close your barn doors. And you fold this up. You fold your top flap down. And all I had done was put some Velcro. You could put a Velcro there, or you could leave it, you know, just open. You can put little ties there. You can put a snap there. But that's it, y'all. That's how you make one. It's that easy. I hope it was easy. And if y'all have any questions, just shoot me a message. I'll be glad to help in any way that I can. And I'll see you with the next video.